Well, hello, this is Paraleo, and at this moment that I'm recording this bit for the intro vid, I actually finished the campaign in journey mode. I mean, the campaign, every contract that there is, I done it, and I re-recorded the intro for the intro video to this series. I always wanted a redo for the journey mode thing. I felt like back in 2021 I didn't pay enough attention, I was a bit too superficial, I was having other things going on also related to series that I wanted to make and stuff that I wanted to do in that period in December 2021. So at that point I dropped the series at contract number 6, I think. Alright. So I always wanted a redo. At that time I used a demonic 3 tank, if I remember correctly. I deleted the previous characters, and for this one I chose a troll, and actually you'll see two different characters along this series, because I started with a melee tank troll and I ended up with a ranged tank troll for the other episodes, but yeah, I was really limited by choosing the troll because it has some abilities which are custom made for the Fallen God campaign, which apply to his brother, you know, which you have as a companion in the Fallen God, and they don't really work over here. So yeah, I had a limited pool of abilities to choose, but it was fun anyway. Okay, so this is how it was. Basically I played the 1, 2, 3 Homecoming. I don't remember if I played this on hard or on circle mage. No, I think I played every mission on hard difficulty up to this one, including Fragments of the Past, and then I considered I was getting a bit over leveled for the missions, so I started playing on circle mage, starting from the Shield of the Crown, Sacred Duty, Heart of Darkness, the Kidnapping, How to Tame a Dragon. I would say there was a big difficulty spike on these two missions. Comparatively, maybe I was not leveled enough for Circle Mage, but these two felt like the hardest missions overall in the entire game. Not even the defensive one didn't feel as hard. Alright, so for these two I don't think I'll make a strategy bit. I will just leave you with my playthroughs though, because I mostly wanted to showcase the missions, not to give guides. Alright, but probably I'll make some remarks during and I'll leave them. I'll probably have to edit these two out, but I will leave some remarks which might help players to do their own builds and how to deal with these missions. And what else did I want to say? Yeah, so this intro vid will contain footage from all the quests, from everything that I found. I don't know, the one with a grieving mother looking for her son, I'm not sure if I completed the quest though. I don't know if I missed anything. I found some things related to her son, but I'm not sure if that is all. I may have missed something on in the contracts, maybe I didn't loot something, I'm not sure. But I posted everything related to the quests in this intro vid. And you'll notice when I'm using future footage, because my main level hero will change. All right, I'll put an explanation so I don't confuse the viewers, but I just wanted to have everything related to the quests in this vid. Yeah, so every discussion I had in Everlight, it will be here. All right. And by the way, I collected all the monster variations. I made vids on them. You wanna see? There is that Necruture quest, okay, which sends you to hunt for different monster parts for her creation. And I took every variation that there is. I think I found them all. For this one, I didn't see the hero to have any variations. The monster from this map, it's always a bit of a spoiler. It's always a tri-beater on this map for that quest. And in this last one, we have the Medusa, which is the only boss, I think. I will check once more until I post this series, and we'll see. But I think it's only the Medusa. And on this one, you have the two siphoned creatures. They are demons. It's the melee demon and the mage demon over here. These have only two variations. On the rest of the maps, you always have three variations basically for each monster, and they just give you another monster every time you try the experiment. Right over here though, the fire wyvern was the rarest, and over here the melee golem was the rarest boss that I found. Sorry. Okay, and now I'll leave you with my past self. Bye. Let's go. I already went in with the main and got all the godstones so we can move around faster. Yeah, I'm gonna showcase each contract as I did in the previous visit on this mode.
And we're back. Let's get to it then.
Let's get all the quests.
Where to?
Yeah, so what I learned about this guy.
Aenir's light, my child. You are a sellsword, are you not?
Actually, I'm more of an adventurer.
I understand. Either way, you know how to stand your ground in combat. I can tell that from a mile away. Listen, my child. How would you feel about helping those in need? I shall be brief. My name is Rondar Lacane, and I am a humble servant of Aenir.
Yeah, spoiler alert, it's the bad guy in the first campaign, in the Bloodburn campaign.
Perhaps you have heard of me, perhaps you have not. It does not matter. What matters are the poor people around me.
Refugees, aren't they?
That is right. People who lost everything to this gruesome and senseless war. Now, kindness is a beautiful thing, but unfortunately, it is capricious. I will not get these refugees fed and cared for just by appealing to the Everlighters' compassion alone.
What's your plan?
Simple. Coins. There's a nobleman here in Everlight by the name of Darius Valerian. He collects antique coins. Now, as it happens, I have a sizable collection already, which I gathered during my travels, but it's not yet enough for me to sell to Valerian. If someone were to add to the collection with roadside treasures, though...
You want me to go hunt coins for you?
Picking them up will be sufficient. I doubt they'll put up much of a fight. But yes, help me complete my collection so I can sell it to Valerian, and I shall reward you generously.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
That is what I wished to hear. Aenir bless you, child. Just return to me once you have found something.
Yeah, so turning, as I said, this is the most advantageous thing that you can do. At the beginning, yeah, it's hard to keep them. But
How would you like me to bring you those
it's
coins?
better.
One at a time or in a pouch?
Good question. A pouch will give me something with which to whet Valerian's appetite, and should make it easier for me to fetch a good price for the whole collection. In other words, the more you can bring me at the same time, the better.
Simple enough. I'll be off.
Of course. Aenir's blessings.
Let's see.
Yes, child? What can I do for you?
I have a few coins for you. Here.
Just those? Well, little strokes fell big oaks. Thank you. Here's your reward.
Much obliged. Look, I found some coins for you.
Let's see. Yes, those should fetch me a good price. Here you go.
Much obliged. Do you still need those coins? Because I found a bunch of them.
The collection is far from finished, so yes, I still do. This is a good haul, sellsword. Here you go. Your reward.
Much obliged. Do you still need those coins? Because I found a bunch of them.
The collection is far from finished, so yes, I still do. This is a good haul, sellsword. Here you go. Your reward.
Much obliged. I'll be off.
Of course. Aenir's blessings. Yes, child? What can I do for you?
Do you still need those coins? Because I found a bunch of them.
The collection is far from finished, so yes, I still do. This is a good haul, sellsword. Here you go. Your reward.
Much obliged. Do you still need those coins? Because I found a bunch of them.
The collection is far from finished, so yes, I still do. This is a good haul, sellsword. Here you go. Your reward.
Much obliged. I'll be off.
Of course. Aenir's blessings.
Yeah, actually I replayed the endings for the Fallen God campaign because I bought a game on Steam. It was on a sale. I'm not that crazy to pay 2 times full price. And I replayed both endings just to get the achievements on Steam also. I had a game on GOG on initially, and I felt like playing with a troll again.
On my way.
Yeah.
Please. I served and lost my leg. Just 1 coin, please.
I see both legs, bro. Did he lose him? I see he has both legs though.
He there, kind sir. Sir Troll. A coin for a hungry veteran? Tiara, or whatever god you're praying to, will bless you for it.
Here. Don't waste it all at once.
Oh,
You
bless you, bless you. I won't. I swear to me dead wife. Thank you. You're a
and
kind
your
soul.
7 children. I wonder how the first contract will go, seeing that it's troll versus troll. Yeah, it's a troll, the enemy. Did I spoil it? Sorry. Okay, I'll talk less. Alright, let's get the other quest.
Uh-huh. Understood. Got it.
Yeah, this is a nice city. I enjoyed spending time here. And I understand that devs are here, right? No, yeah, I have a question, a gameplay question, guys.
What is it?
Okay, let's get this.
Understood. Probably worth a look.
Blimey! I told you the alley wasn't secluded enough, Waffles.
Waffles.
Well, sorry doesn't cut it. No pun intended. What now? That's the question. Kill? What for? Oh, look at that pitiful specimen. Barely an ounce of fat on his body. No, I will not disfigure you with such uncomely features. I will not.
Pitiful, don't you see I'm bigger than your monster?
Maybe... Oh, wait. You're a sellsword, aren't you?
Sir Troll. You can call me Leon Sir Troll.
What the hell is going on here?
Why, we are having a fancy tea party, of course. What does it look like to you? I'm processing a sewer corpse. Don't think there's much to gain from this one, though. All right, let's get to the point. The name's Victoria Frankenholtz, necromancer by profession. And this beautiful creature here is none other than Waffles II, the masterwork with whom I shall win this year's necroture. That is, he will be a masterwork, once I have all the parts.
What's the necroture? Some kind of contest?
Well, excuse me, dear sellsword, it's the contest. A gathering of necromancers and admirers of the corporeal arts from all across Fiara. Kalayan soul summoners, blood priests from Sioux, corpse painters from Calibrock, you name it. Waffles will be competing in the wholesome creation category. And this time, I intend to win.
Uh-huh. Waffles?
Indeed, because he's as sweet as a waffle. And he likes a compliment, the little bean. Oh, there's a good boy. There's a good boy. Right. Where were we?
Is this legal? Cutting up a corpse in the middle of the city?
Well, I mean, it was there, swimming in the sewers, and nobody else was taking care of it. So far, though, no one has asked.
And you need a sellsword?
That's right, I do. In fact, I was going to put up a notice tomorrow. Talk about excellent timing, eh?
What's the job? Something to do with, waffles, I suppose?
Your cunning is a force of nature. Yes, indeed. I am looking for body parts to complete the magnum opus that is Waffles. And before you get all worked up, no, I'm not talking about humans, or orcs, or elves, for that matter. Waffles is full of those already. Aren't you, Waffles Bean? My thoughts exactly. So, no illegal murdering involved. I need monster parts. The bigger, the better.
And you are looking for a hunter.
Well done, love. So, what do you say? You in? If not, don't waste my time. I need to have this fellow all cut up and packaged by sundown.
I'll think about it. So, how many monster parts do you need?
One per kind. And that's what I'll be paying you for.
Where can I find those monsters you need?
In your grandma's basement. Where else? Love, use that thing between your head, will you? Just travel. I mean, that's what you sellswords do, isn't it? I'm sure you'll run into plenty of beasts if you keep your eyes peeled. And in their sockets, preferably.
I'll be going.
Good to know.
Let's see.
Oh, yeesh, so much bone. Oh, I didn't see you coming, love. What is it?
I found some monster parts for you. Here, take a look.
Well, well, Waffles. What have we here? Ooh, let me see. Oh, beautiful, marvelous, fantastic. With that, I should have all I need. Oh, Waffles, how they will stare, how they will grovel before us when exposed to your pristine beauty. Necrochor, here we come. Here, take this. Now, if you'll excuse me, Victoria Frankenholz has her magnum opus to complete.
So, what exactly are you gonna do with all those monster parts? Do you just sew them onto waffles?
Why, of course. Just some needles and threads and we're good to go. Love, if all necromancers did was sew body parts together, spinning mills would be full of walking corpses. Adorning Waffles. It's a task that will require great precision and care. I was thinking of maybe a wyvern tongue in a demon maw. Oh, yes, it's already coming together. Gosh, Waffles, can you believe it? You'll finally have your true form, like a lovely little butterfly.
I'll be going.
Good to know. Why, look who's here, Waffles. Thanks again for all your help, Sellsword. With all those body parts, Waffles will butcher the competition.
I'll be going.
Good to know.
Alright, let's also talk to everyone. Everyone that you can hire. To have the conversations over here. But the game forces you, they don't let you recruit anybody until you recruit these two. So I have to recruit them if I want a troll. So let's talk with everybody. I guess we talk with these two first. I have to recruit them anyway. After that we talk to everybody to have it all in this episode.
Tiara's light. Let's get this over with.
What's your skill set? You look like a warrior.
Well, I'm a keeper of Tiara. Or, I used to be at least. So yes, I'm a warrior. But I'm also skilled with light magic. Defense, healing, whatever you need. I just need the gold.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be out on a holy mission or something?
Believe me, I wish I was. I'm certainly not here by choice. A lifetime of training, and now here I am, selling my sword like a whore sells her body. It's... never mind.
How did you end up here, then?
Suffice it to say that a mission did not go according to plan. At all. That triggered an unfortunate chain of events, which led me to being stuck here, competing with these lowlifes for the attention of anyone who might be able to afford me.
Well, they seem like an all-right bunch to me.
I suppose some of them are. Oh, well. Let's just talk about something else, shall we?
I have more problems than I can deal with alone. Are you for hire?
Ugh, don't talk to me about problems. But yes, right now I need all the gold I can get. Question is, can you afford me?
I wouldn't have asked otherwise. Here. How does that look?
Let me see. Yes, I suppose that will do. Just know that... never mind. Where are we headed?
By the way, I think it's Iria's voice actor who's voicing this one.
I should go.
Okay, let's talk to the mage.
Look at that. A fellow mercenary.
What's your specialty? You're a mage, aren't you?
Oh, what gave me away? The staff or the aura? But true, I'm a battle mage. Retired wolf guard. At your service. Fighting up close with a sword or a mace, hurling fireballs from a distance, raining down ice. I'm your man.
You don't seem to be the usual mage type.
What, you mean all posh and fancy with a pointy hat and a mighty beard? Nah, guess that ain't me. 'Twas also why I turned tail on the guard, if I'm being honest. A life on the road, fresh air in my lungs, a haversack over my shoulder, and a pint of ale in the evenings. If you ask me, it don't take no more than that to make a man happy. Or a woman.
Words of wisdom.
Right? But back to business. A merc don't get rich by chatting. Where were we?
I could use some backup. What's your pay?
Tell me how much you have and I'll make it work.
How's this?
It ain't much, but I'd say it's a start. So what needs killing? I'm itching to get out of this ugly city.
Let's speak later.
Okay, now I think we can interact with everybody. Let's see how much do I still have. Let's say 6. I will sell some stuff if I need to make 6k. Let's stop
Probably
with
Here.
it.
Have you heard the one about the dwarf and the adventurer who went into battle together? They had a smashing time. Now, what can I do you for?
What are your strengths? How can you help me win the day?
Me strengths. Ha! I know. Me strengths are cheering up the group with me wacky sense of humour, humming very loudly, and oh yes, traditional dance. Have you ever seen a dwarf dance? It's enough to really move you. Ha!
Yes, very good. But what do you bring to the battle?
Apart from the dancing, you mean? Well, I can shoot an enemy between the eyes before he even gets the chance to see me. And if you need me to get right up close and personal with me mace, I'll turn the battlefield into a bloodbath. Strong enough for you?
How did you end up as a
It's
mercenary?
combat arts, that means I think. The bow.
Now that's a funny story. I come down here with a little band of dwarves to see if there might be a bit of moon silver to be had.
That's not a very funny story.
But I haven't got to the best bit yet, have I? You see, we'd all had a grand time on the march to Everlight. I kept everyone entertained, you know. Not a minute went by without me cracking one of me fine jokes. But the morning after we set up camp by the city walls, me mates vanished. I haven't seen them since.
Speed. Capture Paraleo. Tired of laughing.
Maybe they got tired after all that laughing and needed a rest?
Aye, that might be true. Their smiles did look a bit tired by the end of the march. Anyway, back to business, huh?
I'm not hiring him.
That's all for now.
So soon? I was just getting warmed up.
Look at that. A fellow mercenary.
Let's speak later. Probably.
Make it quick.
Tell me more about yourself. What skills do you bring to battle?
I toss flower bouquets and summon rainbows.
Nice.
I'm an inquisitor, you fool. If you don't have the mind to read that from my aura, you shouldn't be in this business anyway. I use black magic and close combat. Swords and undead if you want. You figure out the rest.
Nice. I wonder if this works.
So, what makes an elven woman become a merc?
My parents pushed me into an arranged marriage and my husband mistreated me. One day I said no more, fled and started over.
It's like this means fallen area. Huh? A bit resembles like a fallen area. This is her. This is her doing. This is her life, actually.
Really?
No, you idiot. It's none of your bloody business. Now, do you have anything worthwhile to say? If not, how about you get out of my sight?
Farewell.
Farewell.
Yes, yes. Off you go.
On my way.
No muzzle.
What do you specialize in? What will you bring to the battlefield? You really want to know? That's why I asked.
I'm a fighter and a demonologist. Not the kind of magic these weakling guards here approve of. On the demonology side of things, I can leech the life out of an enemy or imbue my weapons with blood magic. On the combat side of things, I take hits, use a shield, and defend. Get the idea? It's not pretty or shiny, but it gets the job done, and it keeps you alive. Better than most of the sword, flourishing, or sparkly magic shit that people around here think is all fancy.
Where are you from? Bargagor, I take it?
Not doing it.
What, talking?
No, the whole tell me your story and I'll tell you mine bullshit. If you need a merc, pay me, and I'll get the job done. If not, piss off.
So dark I can watch your tonal smash you.
So dark, I can hardly see.
Look at that, a jester. Now talk, or quit wasting my time.
I need to get going.
Let's leave our troll for last. Let's start over here.
Probably worth a look.
Well, well, Latia. Look who's coming.
Who is this Latia you're talking to?
That, my dear friend, is none of your concern.
Tell me about your abilities. I take it you're a black mage.
No.
A judgmental word used by simple-minded people. But yes, that's how most would refer to me. More precisely, I'm a coercer. I raise the dead, I siphon life, I control minds, and I speak to spirits. Isn't that right, Lydia?
Siphon life, so he's like a wraith from Soul Harvest, I think. Be off.
I'll be off.
Suit yourself.
Let's see.
All right, mate. Looking for a shapeshifter to liven up your party? I'm your man. Or bear. Or cougar.
How did you get into shapeshifting then?
Bought a book.
Get into. Wasn't exactly a career choice, mate. Shapeshifting is something that's passed down from one generation to the next.
Oh, sorry. I should have known that. How does it feel, though, when you shift?
You're a real nosy one, aren't you? Well, nowadays I don't notice it that much. But the first time I shifted was a bit of a shock. I knew it was going to happen one day, but still, I thought I was dreaming. Or having a nightmare.
Shapeshifting seems like a precious gift to me. To be one with nature like that.
I think shapeshifting would have deserved its own tree. To be honest, the way it's done now, it's too simplistic. And yeah.
Yeah, well, some shapeshifters become one with nature for far too long and end up with their heads mounted on the walls of trophy hunters. So, it's not for everyone.
What skills can you bring to my party?
Oh, plenty, mate. I can transform myself into a cougar or a bear to rip your enemy's throat out. I'm pretty handy with a bow and arrow too, as it happens.
So you shoot arrows while in the shape of a bear? I've never seen that before.
What? No. No. Are you daft or something?
I need to go now.
No problem, mate.
I actually played with him today on the other character.
Probably worth a look.
Oh, she can't talk. I remember this. Or she's in a vow of silence or something.
Tell me about your skills. You are a light mage, aren't you?
Mind control.
Mind magic? Beguilement?
Oh yeah.
Why don't you talk? Are you mute? An oath?
Yes, a note.
How come?
Long story.
Well, maybe one day you'll tell me.
I wonder if she needs to be healed. How is she announcing me?
Well, I'll leave you to it. Farewell. Yes, what do you
It's
require?
the last one, right? 3,000 gold, okay.
I'm looking for backup. Can you tell me about your abilities?
My combat style? Well, I fear it's rather simple. I solve problems with fire, lightning, ice, and earth.
He should have at least one heal ability.
A fire nova to incinerate that foul-breathed bandit. A shower of ice spikes to deal with those nasty spiders. A chain of lightning to electrocute a pack of screeching goblins. You get the idea.
The trolls in the campaign had some totems which were different kinds. Let's see.
Are you... Yes? Well, I'm just, surprised
That you are conversing with a troll capable of proper oral communication, who also happens to be quite a skilled elementalist?
I guess.
Well, isn't the world full of lovely surprises? But as you are going to ask anyhow, allow me to satisfy your curiosity. I grew up among humans. Singular, that is. A crazed elven mage who wanted to study the arcane and intellectual capabilities of a trolloid specimen.
Well, the elf is not technically human, right? Humanoid, maybe.
A rather unpleasant and abusive fellow, let me tell you that. I can't say I shed a tear when I ignited his hair with a trolloid fireball, drove an ice spike through his abdomen, and had a meteorite smash him to a pulp.
Alright, good for you, buddy.
Such is life.
It's good to have skills. Alright, I will hide.
I have a mission to run, and I need some help. Are you available for hire?
Well, that rather depends on the compensation on offer.
Is this enough?
Let me see. Yes, fine. Let me know when you head out then, and I shall be there.
Alright,
I
guys,
should
so
get going.
Then don't let me keep you.
as I said, I'm not gonna keep you to watch me buy stuff, because I tend to think quite a lot at my choices. So basically, for the trolls, you need parts. And you go to this guy and you can craft everything that you need for a troll over here. As far as I understood from the wiki, because I read only the description for the journey mode, the max level is 99 in this one, and for the trolls you'll never get items as a drop. You'll have to craft from parts. Okay, it's similar to the Fallen God system basically. For humanoids, you can buy all the stuff, or you can drop items. Actually dropped quite a few good items, so, and I only played up to level 10 with the other character. Yeah. Alright guys, welcome to the future selves. Let's get an overview for all the merchants that are around here. And after that we will showcase the quest regarding the mother, and we will wrap this intro vid up. Alright. Yes, I recorded this this bit after I finished the series. Let's start with the southern merchant. I won't spend too much time on them. I'm just showing you a preview of the items, and that's about it. Alright. So, to get here, you will use the ferryman. Alright. I tried to talk with people around here. You saw those those gray dots on the map. They do give you quests in the actual Bloodborne campaign, but over here not so much, and I tried to leave the city at some point. You can't. Alright. Okay, let's show you. Yeah, so this is the ferryman. There is one on the other side. He will get you. In fact, let me talk to him.
Help you with something?
I never used this line. Let's see.
I want to cross over there. How much will that cost?
25 gold. And no haggling.
Also, you can't really find out anything more about the company that you hired. No? We can try when we are close up again. But really, everything we talked about with them, that's about all the things they have to say. And during combat, of course, they do have their recorded lines, which makes it interesting, you know, when you switch parties. But they don't banter with each other. Right?
Let's see.
Okay, not many things that a troll can use. I would say this is the most important thing that you should have for RTS phase. It takes a trinket spot, so keep that in mind. A bunch of +1 rings. I never found anything that would give more, but truth is I didn't farm the maps that much to see what this mode drops. Okay, a lot of scrolls of resistance. Yeah, I tended to use a bit scrolls when I was playing on Circle Mage. On hard, I don't think you really need to. Alright, let's move. Let's move.
That way? Sure.
Let's move a bit to the guy where you use parts.
Where to? Right.
Yeah, this is the same. These are the same mechanics as in the Fallen campaign, as I said earlier. Yeah, I'll remind you that I made this vid with a lot of recorded stuff that may have been recorded at different times, but I think I succeeded to make it quite logical, okay?
Probably worth a look.
Alright, a bunch of weapons. As you might understand, towards the final missions I played as a ranged character, and the only legendary thing that I had for him, for throwing axes build that I have been using for the more than half of the game, was this one. Rest are mostly for melee stuff. Yeah, not too many options for my build though. But for a melee character you had a bunch of things. Even though I can equip stuff, yeah, if I have the attribute points to use them, I can still equip stuff, but of course I don't have abilities in the melee area. Alright, a bunch of things. You can make this for cheap. Just buy, I don't know, like 5 focus potions, dismantle them, and you'll get 10 of these, and you don't have to pay 2k. It's important at the beginning, at least, when you don't have money to spend on stuff, and you do need to re-specialize your characters for different missions, maybe with small adjustments. Sometimes maybe move to the other tree completely. You know, they have 2 trees to develop. I mean, depending on what you pick, because for the main you can actually pick the legacy trees, which used to be available before the reforced patch. Okay, and you can play with those also if you want. Alright, the trinket, I would suggest get the trinket done. I'm not sure what the cooldown is in this one, but the Jarus trinket, if you drop it, that has like a 10-second cooldown, and it has more heal, and it's a good overall thing to have as a second heal. I did run 2 Jarus trinkets at some point. It allows you to make your party not dependent on a heal. No. You have the trinkets from the Fallen God. They are all spread out on the different tabs. Okay, let's move on. In fact, you know what? Let's stop over here so we can. You'll see why. You'll see why. No, not stop over here. We will continue with the northern merchant. We'll start coming south, and you'll understand why I'm making this. Let's see.
Probably worth a look.
Yeah, these are guys who give you quests in the main campaign. They left. Technically, they are this is the state of the city before the main campaign, but they don't really interact. I'm not sure if any quests appear as you grow in level, because I probably won't be playing that much. Maybe I'll just play a few more hours over time after I finish the series, but I'll probably not reach level 99. Okay, let's talk to this guy.
Grüß euch gut. Was kann ich euch kurz tun?
I think it's the Varieties merchant, something they added. Since the devs are German, they wanted to have something of theirs.
I have no idea what you just said, but I need to restock on provisions. Do you trade?
Wir reden da bloß Burisch und sonst nix, du Haumtaucher.
Sincere apologies, kind traveler, but I speak none other than the Bavarian tongue.
Do you trade?
Schrei nicht so fix. Ich bin
No reason to get incensed. I believe I understand
Da schaut
what you want.
Speiskaten, wir haben einen sauberen Ubeizten, einen Presssack oder ein Schweiners. Eine halbe Weißbier bringe ich dir gleich. Zünftiges.
Oh, he's the innkeeper, basically. Alright, this I bought one thing. I don't remember in which campaign. Oh, I think you could use it in the Fallen God campaign. The thing that it does, it adds a pet for you. I didn't notice that the pet had any special abilities. I think I covered this subject in the Fallen God campaign, but I do remember that pet pet counts for the number of heroes for some spells that the mage troll had in the Fallen God campaign. Over here I'm not sure if it matters, so I just bought one, tried it on, and never used it basically. Alright, oh, in fact, let me just equip it just to show. Okay, so this is what he has. If you buy focus potions, it's a cheap way to make that blue stuff. You need a lot of it when you are crafting stuff, especially because I had 2 trolls. I had to craft more than usual, you know, over there at that guy. Let's equip this so you can see the pet.
On my way.
I don't remember what it was at consumables. Yeah.
That way.
So this is what he spawns, you can't even see him. Yeah, it would be cool if he had some armor or some aura or something. I checked, he doesn't apply anything, even though he emanates something. I'm not sure. Probably in the Fallen God campaign I played a lot more with this item, but I don't really remember too much. And if he can be attacked, he can just take damage from you. Just a bit of damage from you, right? Because he can be attacked. That's all there is. Let me put this back, because I will play some more after I finish this.
Yes.
Okay, so this was the Northern Bavaries merchant.
Got it.
Let's try and see if they have anything else to say after I hire them, but I don't think they do.
Alright, mate. Looking for a shapeshifter to liven up your party?
You can check their dialogues again, it's the same thing.
I need to go.
No problem, mate.
This part isn't too in-depth. Alright. Let's go and check out the Northern merchants.
Right.
So over here it's simple. This guy is selling green items, this guy is selling blue items and parts, and this guy is selling epic weapons. Shields, staves, swords, axes.
Let's see.
Come on.
Probably.
Right.
Shields. Everything from copper daggers to moon silver swords.
I didn't drop that ring which gives you discount at all during my trips. I'm not sure if it drops. Alright, so these are generally the things you want. They are pretty expensive, but if you farm the RTS phases, you will make a lot of money. Okay.
Good choice.
Understood.
Yeah, the blue dude, the blue item dude.
I'm sure I have just what you need.
Okay. Yeah, some weapons and some... there is another merchant on one of the maps who's selling bow stuff. But blue items though. Okay, and this. You can buy stuff from the merchants from here. Yeah, you need parts like this for crafting also. And keep in mind, if you leave Everfall and come back to it, they will regenerate their stocks. So you can do that multiple times if you need it. It's how the game works. Alright, they want to give you freedom.
A fair offer.
Okay, one thing you can't do, I may have mentioned it a bit, and I may have mentioning it in the first contract. You cannot play with 2 people, 3 people, something like that. You just have to start a party with 4 people, or when you have 4 people selected, you can press escape and the game will send you in the mission only with the main. These are the only options you have. Right, this guy, I forgot what he has.
Axes, daggers, swords.
Oh, this guy has common items, but he has some consumables also, so he is useful. Alright.
May Tiara bless your path.
And also you cannot use in this thing schematics and stuff like that. You only use the base factions, alright, with the basic costs. That's why it may seem sometimes that I'm developing too slow. That's because I don't have any schematics in those missions. They didn't drop. Not sure if this unlocks at a later level. Yeah, but I would assume not, because they wanna prepare you for multiplayer and stuff like that also. So I think they just wanted people to get used to the basic faction costs, you know. All right.
Eric.
Yeah.
Darling, please come out now.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it in this order.
Yes. Want to trade?
Alright, this guy has a lot of armor options, pretty good to set you up, but you will get a ton of and you know in this game you can get doubles, so for legendary, so you just have to keep trying. It's randomized. I noticed some of the chests just give you the same thing, like in one of the missions I kept getting every time the Draconid Great Axe, and as soon as you use it on somebody, apparently the stack splits. I'm not sure why. Yeah. Plus Lacane gives you one legendary item every time you turn in 15 coins, so
Farewell.
alright. So this guy has
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you?
different armors.
Come take a look. I'm
This
sure I've
one
got
may
something
be
that might
useful,
spark
but
your interest.
if you play careful enough, you may not lose heroes, even in Circle Mage. But you do have to handle them properly. Usually you are more efficient when you play with one party, but where is the fun in that, right? I just liked to experiment, and that's why sometimes I wasn't really that efficient.
You know how
But
to party, don't you?
it's important to have fun, right?
You're an adventurer, aren't you?
And this is the last merchant.
I'm sure I've got something that might
He has a lot of consumables. Late game, this won't mean nothing for you. As you can see, I still have a bunch of stuff. And for Circle Mage, I would say Scroll of Resistance and the Berserker thing. You can pop them out from time to time, but make sure you have your party grouped up when you start them, because it's only a small area, right, which is influenced by this. Alright guys, so these were the merchants. Now let's jump to the quest with the grieving mother. Okay, where are you?
Probably worth a look.
Oi, you there. You look like you get around a bit. Did you perhaps see my son? Tall, blonde hair, mole on his cheek.
Your son is missing?
Missing? Not sure that's the right word. Hiding is better. That little rascal.
You're saying your son is hiding from you?
Aye, 'cause he's ashamed. Me Eric's a soldier, you know. 'Twas always his biggest dream, fighting for Everlight and becoming a commander. Always said he'd get us out of the slums that way, me and him. Well, a week ago his garrison, or whatever you call it, came back from that battle down south against them crazy mages.
The battle on the Leonida Meadows, you mean? The mages won that one, didn't they?
I forced the garrison to retreat and come back here with that vile witchcraft they use.
The soldiers returned a few days back, battered and wounded.
Your son too?
Of course. I saw him in the first row, the rascal. But when I come to see him, he hid from me. Can you fathom it? Here's what I think. One of them bloody mages wounded him, burnt his face or something. And now he's ashamed of how he looks. I mean, I always knew he was a vain one, me Eric. But I didn't think he was that bad.
I don't know how to put this, but are you sure it was your son you saw when his garrison came back?
Of course I'm sure. What are you saying?
So, you really believe your son would hide from you because of an injury?
I don't believe. I know. And frankly, I don't like that tone of yours. Look, I know what you're thinking. That I'm mad or something. But I know what I saw. Also, you don't know a thing about me, Eric. He was always vain. So vain. He probably thinks I'm gonna throw him out because he's got burns on his face now. Silly rascal. Silly rascal.
Maybe you should try and find your son's commander. He might tell you where he went.
Well, and just why'd you think me, Eric, would tell his bloody commander where he's hiding?
I don't think your son ever came back.
I told you. I saw him.
Could it be that you imagined it? Fear and grief can play tricks. Perhaps he fell in battle. If not, why in the world would he hide from his own mother?
Yeah. All right. Nice chatting with you. But I ain't got time for listening to a fool. Goodbye.
I respect your opinion, but you're a fool.
Have you seen me, son?
So why can't I show her the thing now?
Well,
Thanks. And let me know when you find him, all right? Guardians, curse it. Anyone, did you see my son? Tall, blonde, little mole on his cheek.
let's see.
Oi, you there. You look like you get around a bit. Did you perhaps see my son? Tall, blonde hair, mole on his cheek.
Look, I found this on my travels. It belonged to a dead soldier named Eric Millerson. Is that...
Eric Millerson? Show me. No, that's not him. That's another Eric. Thank you for coming here, but I'll keep looking. I'll keep looking and I'll find him.
Alright, time to wrap this up. So that was the only thing I could find related to that quest, guys. If anything else was around, I didn't loot the body or I don't know, or found anyone. So that is it about the grieving mother. And it's time to wrap up this intro vid. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover in this one through some editing. A lot of pieces were joined into this vid, but I think overall the whole thing makes sense. So yeah, let's wrap this up. Also keep in mind I played an unmodded game, so no mods at all, but I might add some community made maps later if I have time, because I do have other things to do after I finish this series. Yeah, maybe I'll even showcase some of those maps, but the modding part for this game is pretty poor, and there are some good mods, but they are spread all over the different hosting sites, and some of them are in the workshop on Steam, some of them are in the old site that I don't know if people are using it anymore, mod database. Some of them are on Nexus. It's a mess to gather up everything that you would want. And yeah, okay, let's stop here. And I made different episodes for each contract, and as I said at the beginning, I did make showcasing vids separately for the different monsters that you fight for the Necrotur quests. So let's wrap this up, guys. Thank you for watching this intro vid, and I'll see you for the next episodes. Bye bye.